Hi there, everybody. I'm ABC Action News meteorologist Greg D. Another one of my long video updates here on Elsa. Wanted to kind of give you the lowdown. After working this morning and looking at some of the data and really thinking about the storm, here's what I'm thinking are our concerns and really what the storm is going to do as we head into the next couple of days. And really, I think it's tomorrow into Wednesday. That's the biggest threat. So Elsa's about to head into Cuba. Where it passes this island is really important. It looks like it's going to head across a large strip of the island, a rather wide part of the island, instead of going farther west. That's going to weaken the storm some. The pressure has not fallen at all this morning. In fact, it's come up a little bit. A large portion of its circulation is interacting with that island. Right now producing winds of 65 miles an hour, but my concern is some of these outer rain bands. You notice this one out here, more than 100 miles to the east of the center. And this is the kind of setup we could see over the state tomorrow. Even though the center may be out there in the Gulf of Mexico, we could be seeing some of the heaviest rain bands right over the state. So the track of the center is not really that important. What is important is how much is Elsa going to weaken as it goes over Cuba? Is it going to fall apart completely into a depression and really struggle to regain tropical storm strength? I've seen that before. Or is it not going to weaken much, come out as a moderate tropical storm and end up strengthening to a 65, 70 mile an hour tropical storm or even a 75 mile an hour hurricane? That's possible. But where that center goes is less important right now. And that's because strong southwest winds are really going to fight any kind of strengthening. That's good. They're also going to tend to push the heaviest weather to the east of the center. And it could be displaced by a lot, more than 50 miles. So the center could be way out here in the Gulf of Mexico while Orlando is getting the flooding rains. That's really where we're going with this tomorrow. And unfortunately, it's impossible to predict where these heavy rain bands will be. The model's pretty clustered just off the West Florida coast. That really hasn't changed much, and I don't really expect it to change much in the next 24 hours. Tropical storm watch all across our coast down to Englewood. South of there, it's a warning. I expect this all to be upgraded to a warning by 5 o'clock this evening. There will be a surge tomorrow, or a potential for a surge, but not during the day. During the day, we are seeing an offshore flow. So the tides may actually run below normal for the start of Tuesday. But after dark Tuesday, whenever the center gets north of your location, southwest winds begin. The winds change direction. That's an onshore flow, and the water starts piling up. So our biggest surge threat, about 1 to 3 feet, it's not a lot, is going to be during the night, Tuesday into Wednesday. So low-lying areas that typically flood during these tropical systems, have the potential of seeing a minor surge. Unfortunately, it's while a lot of us are sleeping, which is certainly not ideal timing. The other big story with this, I know you've already seen too much rain the last week or so, and here comes more of it. Could see as much as 4 to 6 inches more of rain across the area, depending on where these feeder bands set up. It could be one near the coast, or it could be a lot farther inland. So even though you may be seeing lower rain numbers in places like Sebring and Lake Wales, don't discount this storm, okay? If we get a rain band out here, that could still cause flooding rains. We'll also get the chance for some isolated waterspouts and tornadoes, which are always possible in any of these rain bands. Already seeing a flood watch through 4 a.m. on Wednesday for Pinellas, Hillsborough, Manatee, and Sarasota County. Not out of the question that these watches are expanded later on today as we get more data on the impacts of the storm. Wind for the majority of the day tomorrow is not going to be an issue. The winds stay light in Tampa and really don't start increasing until after 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. Sarasota, that might start a little bit earlier. Maybe at 3 o'clock you'll start to see some of the stronger winds, or 2 o'clock. But as far as any tropical storm force wind gusts, and I really think it's going to be wind gusts, those aren't going to happen until late Tuesday into Wednesday. I really think for the majority of us, this is a low impact event. Not no impact, low impact. There is a difference. There are going to be isolated power outages, areas of flooding, maybe some minor coastal flooding. But overall, this should be a low impact event on the Bay Area. Think of a strong summer thunderstorm, or a nor'easter in New England, or a Great Lakes fall cold front. You've been through this type of weather before if you're from other parts of the country. It's just packaged in a tropical storm package here in Florida. So some disruption to power, and of course, our daily lives is possible with this, but overall, I think the impacts will be minor. Updates, if that changes, and it always can. These tropical systems can do crazy things. At Greg D Weather, Twitter, and my Instagram feed. Also visit my Facebook page for the latest updates. Have a good day, everybody. I will be back here with you tomorrow morning. We are continuously on 5 to 10 a.m. on Tuesday, and of course throughout the day on ABC Action News. If you don't have it already, download our free streaming channel. You don't need an antenna to watch us. You don't need cable. you can just download our app and watch live news throughout the day for free. Just search for ABC Action News in your streaming device's app store. Have a great day, everybody.